Okay, so yeah, so here we are under the IP office stand. Under block F is what we call the tank room. It's where our irrigation system is, where we have our reservoir, which is 20 cubic meters of water. We'll empty that twice a night, which is equivalent of about just under 100 quid a night of water. We have our pump set there, which pumps the water out into the course, out onto the pitch. On a match day, you'll see the pop-ups go up just prior to the players coming out to make it nice and slick and fast. And then of an evening, of a night time, of early morning, we'll do a full irrigation to replace any rain that we haven't had. Hopefully rain is the ideal thing, but we have irrigation. Pump set goes through a set of pipes, large pipes, 90mm pipes, out onto the side of the pitch, and it runs at about 9 bar, which is quite a lot of water. So now the great system, we've got its automatic side of it, which means it can come on at evening, a bit like you set up your video timers. We can put it on any time of day or night, as long as we've got water in the tank. Now, the issue we've always had is mains water is treated. We don't have anything different than what you have at your tap. And that's, one, is it costly, and two, it's not the best stuff because it's got chemicals in it, so we can drink it safely and use it for domestic purposes. But it is expensive. And so for many years, we've sort of had our eye on having our own supply of water, which is what normally happens in a lot of places where you're using this amount of water. The water board don't want us using mains water, but we have no choice. So we're taking the bull by the horns. Again, with the little bit of cash we've got kicking around, we're trying to invest wisely and spend that money on drilling a borehole. Now, at the stadium, there is a risk that we won't hit water, but in life you've got to take risks, and the risk is worth taking because the rewards are, you know, pretty impressive. If we can get that £100 a night down, you know, below 50, or even below that again, depending on how much we can get, then obviously it's got to be a risk worth taking. And the idea being is whatever money we're spending on the borehole, drilling the borehole, and the infrastructure which is going to be attached to it, which will actually feed this tank as well as the main, so we'll have the two supplies coming in. Ideally, we'll pay that money. After the second year, we'll start saving money because obviously you've got to invest in the first place. So long term, great for us. New pitch, sandier pitch, we're going to need more water. So it's got to be positive that we're trying to be self-sufficient in our water. If not all of it, if we can take a big chunk out of that 100 quid a night, then yeah, it's got to be sensible and long-term future of the club. There's going to be more money for more important things like really good people who kick the football around. Basically, the guys out there are up from Cornwall. They come very highly recommended by a local water specialist, and they've got great success in the past all over the place, done work all over the West Country and further. And those guys came in this morning and they're basically test drilling to find water. And it's all quite exciting for me. May not be for everyone, but it's the sort of thing that really floats my boat as long as we hit water. Okay, so here we are in the Memorial Garden, which is just out the back of the IP office stand, which is where the borehole is. If you see in the trailer here, these are the pipes. I think they're about 8-inch pipes. They're the sleeves that go in the ground very early doors. They get pulled down with the drill, and they keep the top from falling in. And then if you walk up, if we're on the truck, these are the ones that take the water. And as you can see, there's little slots in them which filter the water as it goes in. They get taken down, screwed in together, and hopefully, with any luck, we'll hit water about 10 to 15 meters. And that will be absolutely over the moon with that. But even if we go even lower again, we should hit water around here. So we're optimistic. Good. And then over here we have the drill rig. We've taken a couple of fence panels out for the guy to get in. Taking a few plants out, but it needed thinning out anyway, Andy Holloway told me. So that's good. I'm not sure he knows which plants I've taken out, but I won't tell him if you won't. So the guy's just welding on another sleeve. and then he'll be drilling again. So hopefully this time tomorrow we'll be absolutely soaking wet because we'll have hit water.
Thanks, man.